It's been a volatile few years for Gautam Adani. The Indian billionaire has built the Adani Group into a sprawling conglomerate that controls large and critical infrastructure projects in one of the world's fastest growing economies. While it's made Adani one of the world's richest people, it's also attracted accusations of cronyism over his close ties to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as well as questions about corporate governance. In January 2023, those concerns erupted onto the global stage when short seller Hindenburg Research accused the Adani Group of fraud and stock price manipulation. Though they denied those allegations, the report still triggered a $150 billion meltdown in shares of the group's listed firms and cast a shadow over the company, just as it was eyeing a wider global play. The stocks have since then pared most losses, and the Adanis have tied up fresh lines of bank and equity financing and won a reprieve from India's Supreme Court. But fears linger as investigations by India's market regulator and the U.S. Department of Justice continue. It's with this backdrop that the 62-year-old founder spoke to Bloomberg's Anto Antony to say he's setting in motion a succession plan that will hand the running of his massive conglomerate in about 8 years to the next generation of his family, which he dubs the G2. Adani limited on-camera questions to succession. We asked him about the impact the short seller report and its aftermath had on this transition plan.
Mr. Adani, you said that the succession plan was conceived about 10 years back. Now the last 2 years incidents, the investigations, Hindenburg report, has it affected it in any way, the implementation?
In hindsight, I can say that it is this incident makes family more together and work very hard to fight it back. And I definitely basically see that they have converted this incident into the great opportunity for family uniteness. Secondly, they work hard, and whatever corrections in each and every aspect of our businesses we have to do. And in fact, basically these Hindenburg issues of this last year was a Adani Group history is the highest performance.
Many people attribute your business growth to how you strategize your company's priorities to that of the government's priorities, whether it is state or center. Is that something that you will ask the next generation to continue?
No, so that is basically group has decided, irrespective of the government. Okay, when whatever the government basically decide the priority for the nation's point of view, we always basically focus our business in that direction. And I strongly believe that when you basically business directions towards government priorities, you always basically get the tailwinds and not the headwinds. And that helps your group to grow faster.
That strategy has meant the Adanis now control big chunks of India's infrastructure, including ports, airports, and data centers. So the decision on how the Adani Group will be managed in the future will have ramifications beyond the conglomerate and the family.
Tell us about your succession plans. What steps are you putting in place to ensure that this goes on smoothly for the investors, the family, as well as the company?
Succession is a very, very important for the business sustainability. And it must be organic, gradual, and a very systematic. Succession is not one of the events, but it is a long-term journey. And my plan of succession started almost a decade ago. And I gradually inducted our G2, Pranav, Karan, Sagar, and now Jeet. And the successions will be completed according to my planning in next 8 to 10 years. And all the G2 members of our family were given the best of the professionals' educations. They were also trained in the fundamentals of each and every businesses. They started as interns with our professional CEOs, and gradually they evolved into the leadership roles. Today, all of them looking after the different businesses, and I'm very satisfied with their progress. I'm really proud that all four of them are very, very hardworking and very grounded, and they enjoy their work, and most importantly, they're all still hungry, which is not very common among second generation entrepreneurs.
What systems are you putting in place to make sure that the group continues to grow without any internal conflicts?
These integrations will never happen in the Adani Group. When I gave the G2 the options of independent businesses, they decided collectively that they want multiple businesses but one family. So they have a strong unity among themselves. The succession is all about both continuity and change, and it is a gradual process. This will ensure that the succession is seamless, is a smooth, and a sustainable. The structural succession plan is supported by a strong cultural values. Our values provide the glue that holds together our arrangement.
And once the transition is complete and once you have more time at hand, what would be your plans?
Ultimately we will retire and be more relaxed.